Hello and welcome to another Friday video where I explain about an aspect of gua sha. And so today we're going to have a look at gua sha strokes, and that's the hand with your tool. So gua sha strokes shouldn't be too long. For example, that's too long. Or shouldn't be too short. That's too short. They should be roughly the length of the measurement between the sides of your palm and the length of your hand. And so if I'm going to do my arm, it's going to be something along the lines of this length. So notice I'm coming back each time but lifting up. So this is one stroke. So I'm doing it very, very slowly for you. And at the moment the tool is about an angle of 45 degrees. So 45 degrees in the direction of the stroke. And so remember that your movements are coming from your shoulder, not your elbow, not your wrist. And the movement is going in a particular direction. Now that direction depends on the part of the body that you're treating. So these strokes are for basically anywhere on the body apart from the face. I might be doing the chest area. So I'm doing the same stroke. I'm lifting up, touching the skin, scraping down. Then lifting up, touching the skin, scraping down. And I'm doing roughly the same length of movement each time. Now there's a tendency for some people to scrape a little bit like this. Now this is not going to do a great deal. This is more like gua sha. But of course a bit faster. So let's show you the same technique but at natural speed. So it kind of looks like I'm going up and down like I'm the windscreen wipers in the car. And so what I'm doing the same technique. I'm scraping down, lifting up, coming back and touching the skin, but I'm also putting slight amount of pressure towards my body, and that would depend on which part of the body you're actually treating. And here where I've got some muscle, I can push a little bit harder than other places where I don't have muscle. So I'll be using the same technique, whether it be on the neck, on the arm, on the back, on the legs, on the feet. But remember that the area that you're using the tool on must be lubricated unless you're treating over clothing. And when sha comes to the surface of the skin, you can then move on. And also remember that sha will only come to the skin if there are certain circumstances within the tissue. If those circumstances aren't there, it doesn't matter how much you're going to do gua sha, these distinctive red marks of sha just won't come out. So what are these circumstances? Well, this is where it gets a little bit complicated. But basically, there's some kind of obstruction within the tissue. And that obstruction is released during the friction treatment of gua sha. And so this is why sometimes sha might appear and then sometimes it might not. So make sure your movements are smooth and consistent. And it's one part of the gua sha treatment. There are many parts to them, but this is one part. So don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. And there's loads of information in my websites and Instagram and Facebook group, and that's all in the description. So that's it for this week, and I'll see you next week.